2 p.m. on the 2nd of June when the Grad rocket struck. A direct hit on the house as two sisters and their cousin sat in the afternoon sun. 20-year-old Massara suffered shrapnel injuries. A 10-year-old boy was treated for wounds in neighbouring Tunisia. It was a day documented in Massara's diary. She's recorded the major events of Libya's uprising since it began on February 17th. Speeches by Colonel Gaddafi, developments in Benghazi, and the bloody siege of her own town Yifrin by government forces.
April 10, 2011, a Sunday, Yifrin was put under siege completely from 3 fronts. It was shelled from every side, from early morning until evening. On Monday 11th, they shelled us by night, so we went to the shelter.
During long nights of terrifying rocket attacks, the men would keep watch above ground, while the women and children took shelter in a basement. By the light of an oil lamp, Massara and the girls continued to fill their journals.
I wrote the diary because I must record what happened, because one day one may forget and history must not repeat itself.
Massara's wounds have healed well. 9-year-old Ayoub's may run deeper. He shows signs of psychological trauma, taking fright at loud noises, of which there have been plenty. The town of Yifrin is badly scarred after weeks of government occupation and heavy fighting. Most civilians fled as the siege began in early April, and it's still deserted. But for a few opposition fighters, a working hospital, and the few families who lived through it all. Among them, Massara's. 17 people in a single house. Nafusa mountain Berbers determined to stand their ground.
We stayed here to free our town. Like our mountains, we cannot be moved. We are Berbers, we don't know fear.
Thursday, June 2nd, 2011, the day of liberation. This is the day we've been waiting for, which cannot be erased from our memory.
It was the day opposition forces seized Yifrin back from the government, and the day the Grad rocket hit. Massara's diary describes an ordeal that is not yet over. On this day, she'll record the joyful return of family members from Tunisia. But there is still the frequent sound of war in the distance. The front line isn't far away. Jonah, Al Jazeera, Yifrin, in the western mountains of Libya.